Give it up for Eileen Witt.
Thank you. I like Jews, okay, because they're the only ones who own the stores where I come from. Talking, there are Korean people where I live. They own all the stores, and they're not as friendly, like as mean as the Jews used to be, like Cheap Julu at the candy store. How mean he was when we used to look at the Beatle magazines. These Korean people are very unfriendly when I go to the store. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, you're probably wondering, is that the love child of Barbara Streisand and Barry Manilow? I have to say that every time. How many teachers said I have to start off with a good joke? Even Gladys said if I MC her again. You know why I never MC anymore, by the way? I think it's because I got two guys mixed up, and they're here every single week. And you might agree with me or you might disagree. You want to know who they are?
Yeah. Yes.
One of them is the one from Alabama.
You mean Callaway?
Callaway, and the other and the other one who, and I got their names mixed up, and I think I got punished for at least 6 months, and I didn't have an MC to. So anyway,
Who's the second guy?
what did you say?
Who's the other guy?
Oh, yeah, I didn't say it. I thought somebody said it. What's the other guy's name? Who's
We have to imagine.
Bob. His father invented pizza.
Real Jay?
JC.
What's his real name?
I have no idea.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. I'm sorry, yeah.
2 minutes.
Now you're going to go tell him. Yeah, I missed my 2 minutes already. Thanks. And now, Rashad's going to tell the guy, you know, Elaine forgot your name and she's never going to MC here again. So anyway, I was telling you that I never told you before ever. So I used to teach in New York, and my borough's not the toughest borough anymore. Brooklyn's the toughest borough, excuse me. But South Jamaica is from Queens, and that could be a tough borough. So I used to teach in a tough neighborhood, South Jamaica. And, okay, we only had the Wendy's Massacre band in my school, and the ATM band, we didn't have the recent one. So anyway, my kids were really tough, and these girls in the 2nd grade had a gang, and I swear this is true. And they had a gang, and the way you knew they had a gang was they used to take other girls' milk, the half pints of milk off their trays. And the gang had a name. Instead of the Scripps, they called themselves the Prescriptions, because they learned about abbreviations and stuff. And then the other gang, instead of called... I guess that part of the joke was funnier than the joke. And then the second group, the other gang, was called, instead of the Crips, I said the Crips already. Instead of the God's going to kill me for not practicing. So instead of the Bloods, guess what they called themselves? The Plasmas, because they were learning synonyms. That but I named them the Half Pints. I thought Half Pints was a cute name.
Half Pints.
But this is true, they did have a little gang, the little 2nd grade girls. But anyway, so you wonder how tough my school was. So, like for example, when I was young, we used to carve our sweetheart's name in the desk. These kids carved their sweetheart's name in their sweetheart. My kids is every week. I'm doing this because I have to practice for a certain specific shows. I have to do my old material because it works. So, teacher, how do you tell time? That's easy. How long did you have me locked in the closet yesterday? Anyway, Jeffrey never saw me. I met him on Facebook. He never saw my act. He invites me to things. Thank you, Jeffrey, for inviting me to your promotional things. I think they cost money and I haven't gone yet. But it's nice to meet him in person. So anyway, as I was saying, my school was very tough. And, you know, I taught there for a long, long time. And I retired. I don't have to work anymore. So now what I do is I write jokes about getting older. And one thing you might not know about me if you haven't been here for a few weeks, maybe you haven't, is that I'm losing my hair. But the good news is... That was funny, Mark. I'm losing my hair, but the good news is it's not falling on the table. You know where my hair is going? Into my knuckles. That's where my hair's going.
To my knuckles.
But I try to put a positive spin on the whole getting older experience. And instead of saying I have varicose veins in 3 colors, magenta, red, and purple, and blue, magenta is kind of purple, isn't it?
Yeah.
I should know, I'm a school teacher. Gladys is laughing today, it's good. So anyway, instead of saying I have varicose veins, I call them a roadmap to adventure.
Yeah.
So this road takes you to the Dead Sea.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's a visual, right? You go, oh shit. And then this road takes you to the Sterling Forest, which is analogy. This young lady probably does the Brazilian and all that, but we, at my age, we do the Sterling Forest. It just is like silver gray, old. I'm sorry, am I putting you on the spot? I'm using you as a... I need to use you right now in my app. Okay, well, thank you. Very good.